You think you learned a lot?
No, yeah, definitely.
Yeah? Awesome. Hey, good morning everyone. We're joining the team already in action on project number 13. It is day number 1. We're putting in 2 bubbling urns, a medium and a small urn. The guys from Illinois are here for another day, day 4 with us. Hopefully we'll get a chance to teach them how we do these urns and what we're going to be doing here. I am just arriving, so I got to feel out the job site, and then we're going to talk to you about where it's going, what we're going to do, and we'll say hi to the crew. Good morning, y'all. Day 4, how you feeling? Yeah, fresh?
Yeah.
What's up, Mr. Wizard? Yeah? Feeling good? All right. Aiden, how'd the morning go? Keys where you expected them? Yeah? All right, awesome. All right, so we've got the green light to take over this area and do whatever we want with it. So we are doing our medium bubbling urn. We're gonna cut in a small around it. We're gonna get a cool boulder for that. We're gonna take this all apart, get it out of here, and start fresh. Looks like he's getting just a refresher from the wizard here, but he looks like he's got it pretty quick. Damn. Hard-working 17-year-old right there. You're 21?
Yep.
Yeah. Hard-working 21-year-old as well. All right, so we got 9 aqua blocks we've got to build. We've got color-changing lights. We've got a 2,000 to 5,000 gallon an hour pump to run these 2 features. There'll be a little bit of a plumbing conundrum because each one of these has a little plumbing puzzle, the best way to do it, but we've got a good idea. We've got a bunch of plumbing fittings with us, so we're just gonna keep on keeping on. Today we're going to teach them about how we like to do these custom fountainscapes. These are awesome for a homeowner to just grab and put in, but what's going to happen when the homeowner does it versus the way we're going to do it is it's not going to be as impressive, it's not going to be custom, and it's just going to be kind of an out-of-the-box kind of thing. That's totally okay if that's something you're looking for. With us, we're going to customize it. We're going to cut these guys up, these spheres. We're going to interlock them a little bit. We're going to lock them in with some boulders. We're going to do our rock work. We're going to up the flow rate, so we're going to drill out the hole in the center. And we're going to bring up hard PVC through the center. We're going to drill in our lights in the top of this as well, so that we have these flumes lit up with the color-changing lights. And then we're going to do some custom rock work by picking a couple of real character boulders that we need these machines to place. So Justin's going to go ahead there now, pretty soon here, and make sure we get the gravel. And while he's doing that, we're going to measure our hole. And we're going to start digging the hole and figuring out how to make this all work. The cool thing is we're going to be able to repurpose this dirt, mostly in this area, so that we're sloping things away from the house and we're making sure all the drainage comes down and away from the house. The other thing I'm really excited about on this project is he commissioned us to hire to do some plantings. So what's awesome is this is somebody from our past, somebody that we've stayed in touch with. They've watched us on Facebook. Justin played baseball with him growing up. And now they actually asked us to come and do what it is we do for a living. And I just love having those opportunities. Project number 1 was like that. A friend of ours from high school hired us for that bubbling rock. Now we get to put in some urns at someone else's house. And this is just going to be such cool curb appeal. Right down there is one of the busier roads in Eden Prairie. And we never like to really give away too much of our clients' information online. But just know that that's a busy road here in Eden Prairie, and anyone who drives by that road at night who happens to be looking to the right is going to see this in the distance with the color-changing lights, the moving water. I mean, it's going to look fantastic. So that's what we're up to on this week's episode of Pine King Water Gardens, where we're just trying to show you that water features are fun everywhere. This time it happens with a couple of guys out of Illinois. telling you that water features are fun right here in Eden Prairie, Minnesota. So we're gonna have fun building it, we're gonna have fun working together, we're gonna have fun teaching, and then hopefully our client just has a blast showing it off to friends and family and enjoying some just quiet days to reflect to that sound of running
Just a little job site banter here. Huh? Well, we are gonna go get lunch, but before we do, I thought I'd show you our progress here. So, this is our basin.
Oh, I do.
Took out all those pavers, that fountain, the gravel. We're gonna reuse some of this Mexican beach pebbles because they're just so cool. Picked out some boulders out there. We got our basin dug. Aqua box will go in here and we'll make them nice and level because we're gonna have those urns on here. And we're gonna also have some rocks and stuff, and we're gonna kinda planning on carving a little bit of that urn out so it looks like the rock is just eating into that urn and really make a cool design. So pump housing is in, hole is dug. We're gonna go get a burger at the Lion's Tap, and we'll be back after lunch. We're gonna start putting those aqua blocks and the urns in and doing some cool stuff here. So we'll see you after we go eat. Thanks.
Alright, so the guys have laid fabric. Now they're laying the liner, checking the fabric underneath that it's all pulled up. And then we'll get another piece of fabric to go underneath our aqua blocks. Do you mind cutting that for us, Josh? Just enough to go underneath all these guys. So maybe 2 big pieces? I don't know. Yeah, thank you. Alright, check out what they're doing now. Just making sure any of the gravel that got underneath the liner gets picked out, because once these aqua blocks go on, they definitely can put a hole in the liner if there's a piece of gravel in there. Elliot's caring about what he does. Thank you, Elliot. Well, Brad is too. Thank you, Brad. He's the out-of-towner that, you know, they're used to seeing how much you care. So keep doing it. It's awesome. Alright, so it's about 2:45 right now and we are just killing it. The guys are working so hard, it's awesome. I love my team and I love the Aquascape lifestyle because time after time again, they just keep introducing me to people who genuinely care. These guys are working their butt off with care, and that is the thing that I love to see over and over and over again. We are making tons of progress on our urns here, and man, Justin picked out some fantastic boulders to work with, and we've got these urns nestled into this, making it feel like they were always here. What I really like about the way we did this is they feel like they were part of the design, not an afterthought. So we're designing this whole area around the urns, but making it feel like they were a center point and feeling like they were a big part of that original design with the boulder work. I really love doing it that way, and then we're gonna be custom fitting these with some larger plumbing coming up out of the center of it. But man, it's gonna look awesome. So without further ado, let's take a look. Check out this huge rock. That's gonna clean up and look just beautiful against this dark color. We've got another red one back there. This cool blue will help tie it all together, and then we've got that one with the lines. That's just great. Nice horizontal blue lines, blue and white. That really helps it all tie together. And then we're gonna do our shoreline work with more of our river rock. We've got more river rock over there, but this is gonna feel like it was always in there. There's gonna be some splashing. It's gonna be awesome. And we're gonna make sure that all that splashing gets pretty contained in here, but that rock's gonna stay nice and wet. I mean, it's gonna look awesome.
If you were curious how we do the plumbing on these urns.
Yeah.
So we got 2-inch going from the 2-inch check valve.
I got another one. You seem to be in charge of it. Do I need all of
We go to a T.
Look at this stuff.
We reduce it down to 1-inch and a ball valve, and we put a ball valve.
Guys, I got another bucket.
We put a ball valve on both urns so we can control the flow. And that is 1.5 inches to an elbow, all hard pipe coming up to 1.5 inches right there. And then we like to paint that white all black with black silicone. We got this light drilled in so that when we're ready, we'll fit in there nicely and we'll angle it upwards. We'll silicone around that. And then there's a little hole down there to pull that light cord through. So that's how we do it. We fill this with gravel about halfway usually, and that's going to make sure it never moves or tips over in a high wind or anything like that. And so it may look like this entire thing is filled with water, but really it's a hard plumb coming up through the top. So that is how we do it.
Tomorrow this will be running. We'll probably get it finished. We got water in the basin. Got a lot of detail work to do. We want to get it running before we see what the splash radius is like and how we're going to hide it all in. Went with the 15 by 15 liner, a way oversized liner, so we could catch all the splashing. Things are going good there though. Got 5 underwater lights that are going to be color changing lights, lighting this up from all those areas we talked about. So we'll come back tomorrow for the rest. But as for the end of the week, that's it for Josh and Elliot, right?
Yeah.
4 days. Are you pretty tired after 4 days of working and learning?
Yeah, we'd actually go another.
Well, yeah. Come back again. You guys did great. Learned a lot, I hope, and you cared a lot. And did a lot of hard work. Thank you. And you think you learned a lot?
No, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, everyone. Isn't that awesome? We had people that spent a whole week of their time to come and learn with my team. And I think my team did an awesome job of leaving them with important lessons on how to be successful, how to move forward safely, and how to run a job site so that no one gets hurt and yet you're making forward progress. I love the guys I get to work with, and I love that Aquascape keeps putting in touch with cool people like this who just care about what they're doing and want to learn a cool craft. I am Nick the Pond King, and this is our channel, Pond King Water Gardens. We're just trying to show you that water features are fun everywhere. This time it's right here in Eden Prairie, Minnesota. We'll talk to you tomorrow. I love my job. Hey, good morning, everyone. It's the start of day 2. Well, guys are already rolling. I got so excited, we got into working right away, and then I went, oh man, I forgot to set up the cameras. We've got a lot going on today in a short amount of time. So I'm really excited. Things are already going great. Picked up that nice drooping Norwegian pine, some corabells, some phlox, some astilbe, and a boxwood. I want to put that boxwood back where that green bucket is behind Justin, so that'll really tie this look together when your eye is traveling across it. These boxwoods up front to the same one in the back over to this. So this is a great transition in the house to kind of move along. We're going to do a little bit of cedar mulch in this. It's going to look great. The guys are working on kind of the detail hard stuff right now. And I'm kind of excited. We had an idea on how to make it so we can maybe get these lights out if we ever have a problem with them in the future a little easier. So we'll kind of walk you through how we came up with that idea and what we're doing with that. And hopefully we will see water running before too long. Justin's working on the siliconing everything in, so we're about an hour away from being able to plug everything up. You want to let that silicone settle up a little before you plug it in. And then he's filling in the pipe, so when you're standing in the windows you don't see this bright white pipe. So I like that we do that. Pay attention to details. Silicone in the lights. The big reason is all that water flow will go back down into the middle of the urn if we don't do this siliconing. So that's what he's doing. Aiden's over here working on hooking up the lights. He put in the post already, and now he's going to mount the post, mount the transformer on the post. placing our trees. Brad's building a wall right now out of our 6 to 12 inch, so it looks like shoreline. So we got our good character boulders placed in here, and now we're doing this cool stuff to make it look really natural. I think it's looking fantastic. Justin's getting ready to get the honor. There goes the wizard. Yeah, we'll have to adjust them a little bit. Is that on 10 too?
5.
Oh man. Crank it.
What?
Go to 10. It's awesome. Guys are doing awesome. They're worrying about containing the splash as much as we can. Whenever we have these urns, they do splash, and that's just a big part of these urns. So the guys are doing what they can to contain as much of that splash as we can, but a big part of these urns is to have that big water motion and to really capture your eye with the way that water movement's working. But check out how awesome that looks. We just brought this whole area to life. It's looking fantastic. All right, that's gonna do it for project number 13. How awesome is that? 2 bubbling urns, customized with some upflow, and we were able to even teach those new guys from Illinois some of the tips and tricks that it takes to do these and how you customize it to bring it to life. I love the way it's turning out. Things are looking great, and man, it's just gonna get better and better with time as these plants mature. Are you ready for this? Project number 13 complete. Check this out. Sponsored by Pond King Water Gardens. Living works of art, 1 yard at a time.